advanced shoulder circles. We'll start all of these with body weight only, so just throwing our hands, but then we'll start adding some different weights to the circles. Starting with 2 arms in the front. So advanced, we start using 2 arms at a time, and you have 2 arms parallel. Again, the goal is to make your fist a rock at the end of a rope. So you want to feel like your hands are throwing your shoulders around. You don't want to feel like you're lifting and lowering, lifting and lowering. You need to let them go. And notice that I'm using my shifting my body to throw the arms around. So you have parallel and you have alternating. Next, the side. So we did front, side. This here, we have alternating. So one arm goes, then the other arm goes. With all of these, start slow. Don't try to rush. From a learning the pattern perspective, that's a great place to be slow. And be slow as long as you need to before you feel like you can let it go. From the side might be easier to see. Again, I'm using my body motion to throw my arms. Come back around. So it's like an exaggerated front crawl or freestyle swimming and a backstroke. Exaggerated because we're trying to make as big a wide and flat a circle as we can. On the side, we also have opposing. So we have alternating and we have opposing, which means going opposite directions. This can be a hard one for people to learn. Easiest way to do it is piece it out. Apart, together. Apart, together, apart, together. And then start to let them fly. Finally, we have throws. So when we throw with 2 arms, there's a number of different patterns we can start to do. Number 1, there's inside throws. So when we're throwing our arm to the inside line of our body, and outside throws, which is essentially a reverse of the overhead throwing movement. All of these have an in and out, and the way they interact makes for more variations. So we'll start with mirroring, where both will come inside and outside together. With all of these throws, the height of the elbow can either make it less challenging on the shoulder or more challenging on the shoulder. So if I bring my elbows up higher, way up here, notice that my arm always comes over my front of my face. It does not come over my head. When my elbow comes up higher, more challenging. Elbow stays lower, less challenging. He just asks less of my rotator cuff. So we have mirroring inside, mirroring outside. As you cross in front, pick whichever cross feels best for you and stick with that. As you get better, then you can start alternating or go to the non-dominant side. But pick one that feels good as you first practice it. Then we have alternating as well. So alternating in, alternating out. We also have opposing. So both arms come around, and one is doing an inside, and one is doing an outside. We'll switch up other direction. And then finally, you have opposing and alternating. So we'll take the same pattern I was just doing, but now we're going to start to alternate. One is going outside, one is going inside. we'll start going other direction. So start together, elbows in parallel, and then we'll alternate. Obviously, of the set, this is the most challenging pattern-wise. All of them have slightly different value in the range and the way that they spiral through the upper body. So they do have slightly different values as you progress through these. Now,